Hello mortals, I am the goddess who created the text world of Listernia, and today I am going to join the Book Junkie Trials. Since I am going on a magical quest, I will change into my traveling outfit. Got hair in my lips. Damn you, Jacqueline Hill! So, where has the Queen sent me? I am a humble bard, as you can tell by my gorgeous voice. Where has the Queen sent me first? Oh, the Elven Guard. The elves love me. They absolutely adore me. This should be a snap. Okay, obviously there's a little bit of a war going on here. A little tiny war. I know exactly who to call when I need to brush up on military theory. And that is Honor Harrington, the best military tactician this side of the galactic arm. Let me briefly pop into the future. I haven't seen much of Honor Harrington in many years, but I'll visit her in Uncompromising Honor, the last Honor Harrington novel by David Weber. And if you don't know who Honor Harrington is, she is the main character in a series of dozens of military science fiction novels. Anyway, that should take care of those pesky elves. Now I wonder where the Queen will send me next. Oh, the Queen had sent me to a lovely little island where I can sunbathe, relax, palm trees, sipping mimosas on the beach, cabana boys fanning me. This is a freaking haunted island. Queen Rachel has sent me to a bloody, haunted isle. Fine, if she thinks I cannot pass a test of nerves, she has another thing coming. Everyone is probably going to test themselves with some Stephen King. Well, instead, I'm going to have a little visit with Stephen King's son. I saw this series on TV called Nosferatu, based on the novel by Joe Hill. Joe Hill is the pen name, or nom de plume, if you're pretentious, of Stephen King's son, Joe King. My God, they look alike. We shall see if the apple doesn't fall far from the tree with this tale of a child abductor with horrific mystic powers that he uses to stay forever young. And that should get me off this ugly little isle. Okay, Queen Rachel has sent me to this inn. Is this inn filled with zombies? Is the wine poisoned? Will I be served by pretentious millennials? Okay, this looks like an actual relaxing break. Maybe Queen Rachel doesn't have it out for me at all, and I shall indulgently read a children's book, because middle grade books take me back to a nostalgic time when I first fell in love with reading. But that's too easy. I'm a bard, damn it. I'll spend the time here to read a middle grade book in verse. Now, according to this Goodreads list, Forget Me Not by Ellie Terry is a top middle grade book of verse about a tale of a girl with Tourette's syndrome. Interesting. Now, after relaxing in the end, it shall be a nice little voyage to the Bookie Grail. Ah, now it's clear sailing to the final Bookie Grail. What's that in the water? It's a squid, a giant squid. Really? The Queen has sent a giant squid to sink me in these waters? Well, if she thinks a giant squid's going to intimidate me, she's probably right. Now, what type of book intimidates me? Well, 95% of everything I read is speculative fiction, science fiction, fantasy, horror. One thing that I stay away from is historical fiction. And I'm almost embarrassed to admit, because I just did a video on Gore Vidal, that I haven't read any of Gore Vidal's historical fiction, even though that's one of his most famous types of writings. Fine, I'll read the first novel in Gore Vidal's series of historical novels called The Narratives of the American Empire. And the first book is Burr, about Aaron Burr and the Founding Fathers. Now, I'll be honest, I may need to use my special bard ability to DNF my way out of this book. But one way or the other, I'm going to make sushi out of this squid. Finally, we arrive at the island of the Bookie Grail. And all I need to do is read the lost manuscript of Stardust by Neil Gaiman. I actually think I picked up a copy of this novel in the airport, and I'm going to have to really look to try to find it. I think I got it when it was first published, and I know I liked the novel, and I love the movie, but it's been forever and a day since I've read it, so it'll be fun to read again. And there you have it, my TBR for July. And I don't usually do TBRs. In fact, this is the first time I'm ever doing one because I don't generally plan out a month of reading. I buy one book after the other. But when there is a quest involved, I shall rise to the challenge, and with my fellow bards, we shall dominate the Bookie Trials.